Sister Wives, Kody Brown on his deep state of mourning and strange transition to monogamy with Robin. This is an exclusive from People, and I decided that it was time for another Say What? I tried. I decided it was time for another Say What because the little bit that I read in the article, I was like, come on now. So now we're trying to jump ahead of, I don't know, maybe the episode that we're going to see tonight, and you're going to try to convince us that you're mourning the loss of a wife and wives that you did not want. Because you were ready for Christine to leave. Remember, he was relieved that she decided to leave. But in this article, we're just going to go off of what Kody is saying in this article. Moving forward is still one of those things where you go through a divorce, you almost feel like God doesn't exist. And you're so angry, so bitter. People tells Kody. This article was published on December 7th. And it is by Emily and Stephanie, and I'll leave the link to it in my description. So, Kody Brown and his wife Robin are adjusting to a new normal following the collapse of their family. Now, I don't understand why people is calling this a new normal, seeing how at this point it's been at least 2 years, I'm believing, since this whole process has begun, right? Because didn't Christine announce that she was leaving 2 years ago? But they're still apparently mourning because they will do anything to try to stay relevant, number one, and to make people feel sorry for them, number two. The 54-year-old Brown family patriarch exclusively tells People that he and Robin becoming a monogamous couple has been strange after exes Christine, Janelle, and Mary Brown left their plural marriage one by one. I don't understand what's so strange about this, because this is in essence what the bald eagle wanted. He wanted those women, maybe not all of them, because he still desired to have their money, but he wanted to just be able to focus on the one woman that he's in love with. We're still in a deep state of mourning, if you will. The Sister Wives Star explains. What did I just click? Oh, y'all, I done jack something up. We are not recovering from this. What is there to recover from? Maybe he means he's not recovering financially, because you should be fine emotionally because you were unhappy for so long that now you should feel a relief. For a person that was so unhappy, a person that was so tired of his wife, a person who admitted to us to being on his phone because he didn't want to interact with Christine because when he did, she was a nag, or she complained, or she compared, or she was jealous. All these many things that he's told us over the years. Why is he now so depressed, so sad, so mourning? I don't believe it. He adds, the pair are a bit depressed about what happened to the family, adding, we've been through a very hard experience and our reaction to it has changed us. We are not the same. I don't think what really changed the family was the divorce, the separation, the whatever they want to call what the three wives have done. I think that what changed the family was Kody's inability to still love his children despite whatever he was feeling towards their mothers. Because yes, Kody is divorced. Yes, Kody is separated. Yes, he is severed ties with these ladies. But that should not have caused so many complications in the dynamic that he had with other family. But because of his approach, Kody is where he is. But apparently People is going to allow Kody to do this woe is me thing, so we're just going to keep going with it. Moving forward is still one of those things where you go through a divorce, you almost feel like God doesn't exist, and you're so angry, so bitter, and you need to let some sunshine back in. That's the thing, he adds. I think we are just in a transitionary point where I am letting sunshine back in. What? Seriously, what? The TLC star says he and his former wives are now in a different place as they navigate their own paths to happiness. Yes, because his sister wives, ex-wives, the mothers of his children, have found happiness without him. And now he needs to find his own happiness. See, Kody likes to tell us that he's happy. Kody likes to show on the show that Robin is just this perfect individual who is just there for them and him and loyal to him and all those other things. But Robin does not create that whole package that Kody once had by being able to go to 4 different women for various things. Because he never explained one wife having it all in his opinion. He always separated them for the different attributes that each wife had. And now he has just Robin. And I think that it's hitting him that even though he loves this woman, there are some things where Robin lacks. Like the fact that Robin always looks like somebody is about to punch her in the face, or that she smells something that stinks, or that she's having a headache. Those knitted brows, the way that Robin has aged over the years, I don't think they're as happy as they try to make us believe. The girl looks stressed out. And maybe she is, because she sees that there's going to be a significant drop in her income. Maybe she realizes now that her and Kody are actually going to have to get real jobs, because the TLC check may not be enough, especially now that it's going to be separated to all these different wives, and she may not get the cut that she once was getting. I'm just saying. If we are breaking up and we don't continue seeking happiness and go out and find happiness, then the breakup was never a benefit, he shares. Then you are living with regret. So he needs to seek happiness, because the other wives have done this. So who is this message for? Is this message for himself? Or is this part of when Kody does what he does best, where he talks in circles? He continues, but when you first break up, there's a lot of doubt, especially if you are not the instigator. If you haven't thought it out enough, if you haven't been in awareness. Since as early as season 2, it was made known that Christine was unhappy. Season 2. Since as early as season 2, we can see some of the cracks as far as Mary was concerned. I'm currently reviewing season 6. And there are a lot of issues with both Mary and Christine's marriage. So, what is this awareness that he's talking about that he did not have? Kody was aware, but he chose not to believe that these women would leave, because for the longest time, he relied on the religion to keep them bound. And the ladies have finally taken steps to find themselves and to be outside of Kody and his foolishness. So that's what he wasn't aware of. He was not aware of the fact that they would actually grab themselves and pick themselves up off of the ground and go out there and be successful without him. I just thought we had killed some trust, and I thought we just needed to build the trust back. How is it that you can sit there and have no intimacy with certain wives for years, tell another wife that you were not going to be intimate with her at all, decide when and where you were going to go to certain houses, take care of some wives' children and allow nannies for them, where others you wouldn't bother helping them out, that you had your oldest children parentified and take on roles that you should have taken on, but you didn't think at some point that these women would have more than just an issue of trust. Kody also reflected on the aftermath of Christine's decision to walk away from the marriage. As time progresses and I move out of the anger phase of that experience, I find myself going, yes, you need your happiness, and you weren't happy, he acknowledges. It was making me unhappy. If you are so unhappy, what were you angry about? See, that's the part that Kody struggles with. Other than the fact that he's going to say that she was speaking trash about him to his kids, what else does Kody have to say about Christine as to why he was so angry with her? Because a lot of it has to do with ego. We go through this terribly unhappy part, and then we move into happiness. If she's happy, then I'll be happy. That's just it. And that's not true, because he already let us know he has no desire to interact with Christine whatsoever, to the point where it really, really bothers him that Janelle has a relationship with him. I think that Kody began to punish Janelle not just because of her loyalty to their children, but for her loyalty to Christine, because he was upset with the fact that she stood by Christine when Christine left. He didn't want that. He wanted Christine to be like Robin and Mary and run after him and coddle him and act like he was in such a place of dire distress when it's what he wanted. He continues, it's like there's doubt, and you wonder and you think, is this right to break up? If everybody finds happiness afterwards, then we'll know that it was just a part of life, just transitioning to a new space. So here you're trying to sound like, okay, I'm going to be optimistic about this and maybe this is a good thing. But meanwhile, your actions show that you're still a bitter little man. In People exclusive sneak peek on Sunday night's third installment of Sister Wives one-on-one special, Kody admits he sabotaged himself and his relationship with Robin out of frustration and anger after losing 3 wives in 14 months. Telling host Sukiana that he wanted to punish himself, he adds, I thought of myself leaving Robin and having another lover and looking at this lover going, I don't love you. I'm in love with another woman. I'm in love with the woman that I left because I was too much of a piece of SHIT to manage the relationship. And what it was, just anger, and I'm embarrassed. Does that make any sense to you guys? Like whatsoever? No part of that makes sense. I wanted to leave Robin, basically, have another lover, then look at her and say, I don't love you. Why would you want to even do that? This is not logical. Logical people do not think like this. He acknowledges that his emotions led him to have bad behavior, which ultimately affected his relationship with Robin, who's 45. These are my demons, and that's like doing something that destroys myself, he explained. Christine's leaving, and I'm just angry. So a lot of dark winds were going through me. A lot of the devil, a lot of temptation, which would be destructive of my relationship with Robin. Bottom line is that didn't have anything to do with Christine. That had to do with Kody's ego. We're not going to call it the devil. We're going to call it Kody, because the person that is really Kody is the dark stuff that he struggles to suppress. You see the real Kody when he gets angry. Look at things over the years, different episodes, how Kody reacts, even as recently as the last couple of ones, him getting in Janelle's face, him standing up over Christine and saying how she wasn't a good sister wife and she stabbed him in the kidneys and all these other things. These are instances, the way he treated Mary, even though Mary wasn't innocent, the way he treated Mary and the things that he said and did to her, the way he played in her face and acted one moment like he wanted to be with her and the next he's sabotaging it. Like, come on, let's call it what it is. The true Kody is the dark, destructive, devil-like person that he calls himself. 3 of Kody's marriages imploded in less than a year and a half. Christine was the first to leave in November 2021. Even though we know that she told him she was leaving before all of that. Let's make that clear. A year later, Janelle in December 22, also his fault. It was revealed that he had separated from Janelle shortly after in January. Mary confirmed that she and Kody had split after their relationship had been platonic and distant for years. Robin is Kody's only remaining wife. I do not feel sorry for Kody. No, nor do I think that Kody is mourning like he's trying to say. I think that this is just a way of Kody trying to get us to feel sorry for him as well as the bird. You all let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. And I'll see you guys again later for tonight's one-on-one. Until next time.